We're not going to debate the relative GOAT status of LeBron James. Suffice it to say, he's the best basketball player currently playing. He may indeed end up being the best ever, but to even be in the conversation means something. And so it means something when LeBron offers sage advice and wisdom, as he recently did for WNBA All-Star Caitlin Clark. Indiana Fever star rookie Caitlin Clark is officially a WNBA All-Star. She is averaging 16.8 points and 7.8 assists per game as of this video. After a slow start, the Fever have picked up the pace recently and are showing signs of improvement. Clark's growth has been an important part of Indiana's turnaround, including their 4-game winning streak in the middle of June. Clark's skill and popularity continue to draw big crowds. Every Indiana home game has drawn at least 15,000 fans this season, according to Across the Timeline. Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton has been among those crowds more than once. The number of people who show up to watch Clark alone puts pressure on her to play well, as does her perfectionist personality. She wants to be the best, and some fans expected the Fever to be great this season. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James commented on Clark's reality and how she can best manage it this season on the Mind the Game podcast.
My advice to Caitlin, be a horse, man. The Kentucky Derby, put your blinders on, go to work, show up to work, punch your clock in, prepare yourself, work on your game, work on your craft, kind of keep your mouth shut, and just learn from the vets.
James went on to celebrate that the WNBA is now using charter flights to get teams around, and said that Clark will do a lot for the league. He is rooting for the Indiana rookie guard.
I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing. I hope they do great.
Clark, who is still just a rookie, is 14th in the WNBA in points per game. The All-Star guard leads the league in assists. She has been terrific and led the league in fan voting for the All-Star teams. Boston finished second. James isn't the only NBA star who has recently shared his opinions on Clark's performance and stature. Phoenix Suns forward Kevin Durant commented on the Iowa product and her popularity in an interview with the Wall Street Journal.
Caitlin just got to continue to keep showing up every day, and the WNBA is doing a great job of showcasing her. I see in her games on ESPN every other day. I see in talks around her, no matter what they're talking about. There's a lot of dialogue around the game right now, so that's good as well. But I think if she could continue to keep getting better as a player, her production on the court gets better, then the league will grow.
Indiana started the season 1-8 and had a brutally challenging schedule. Since then, Clark, Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell have guided the team to a 10-6 mark. All 3 of those players were All-Stars this season. With all the hate and criticism WNBA star Caitlin Clark is getting, LeBron James tried to give her a piece of advice. Also, he believes his son Bronny will go through something similar. Even though she's bringing mountains of money and media attention to a much-needed space that had craved that for years, WNBA rookie Caitlin Clark has also faced plenty of backlash. Some claim that she's only getting attention because she's wide and straight. And even if that were the case, which it isn't, as she broke multiple records and is an outstanding player, it still doesn't make any sense. That's why NBA star LeBron James recently shared some words of encouragement towards Clark. Also, he fears his son Bronny, who's about to enter the NBA, could go through something similar.
I'm getting the same thing from watching my son, who's a 19-year-old, kind of getting a lot of animosity and hatred towards him when he's just a kid trying to live out his dream. There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing a professional sport. And we have grown-ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to try to make sure that does not happen. That is the weirdest thing in the world, but it is what it is, and I'm glad that Caitlin has a great head on her shoulders.
At the end of the day, it's easy to judge athletes because of all the money they make. But first and foremost, they're also human beings. And they should also be treated as such. Bronny didn't get to choose his last name or his bloodline, and Clark didn't ask to be wide and straight. She's the greatest media phenom in WNBA history, and her being there will elevate the product because of all the money and coverage. So why hate on them at all? With several games still remaining in the Indiana Fever season, Caitlin has already set the record for the most turnovers in WNBA history. She broke the undesirable record after she committed 6 turnovers in the team's win against the Minnesota Lynx. Her 139 turnovers are now 2 over Alyssa Thomas's 137 cough-ups last season. However, Paul Pierce isn't concerned about Clark's tendency to fumble the ball regularly. Pierce noted that many great guards have had issues with turnovers. This simply can be attributed to their ball-dominant ways. The person running the floor all the time is more likely to lose the ball. Pierce highlighted that with 5,211 turnovers in 1,492 games, or 3.49 turnovers per game, LeBron James is at the top of the turnover list in NBA history. As one of the most elite passers of the basketball ever, LBJ does give away the possession many times. However, this risk-taking playing style is what makes him effective as well. Meanwhile, 1,491 turnovers in 549 games, or 2.71 turnovers per game, WNBA legend Diana Taurasi is at the top of the list in WNBA history. Apart from Taurasi, Hall of Famers like Lisa Leslie, Sue Bird, Becky Hammon, and Tina Thompson are also top 5 in total turnovers. Citing the superstar names on the list, Pierce declared his belief that Clark is on her way up, despite her tendency to lose the ball frequently. The Truth argued that the person with the ball in hand all the time is the most likely to lose it. Not making a big deal out of Clark's 5.6 turnovers per game, Pierce told Skip Bayless and the FS1 crew,
"Hey, listen, she has the ball in her hand the majority of the time. She's going to make mistakes. She's going to lead the league in assists. She's going to lead the league in turnovers for a number of years. That's just the way it goes. LeBron James leads the league in scoring all time. He has the most turnovers. That's just how it goes. So as far as me being concerned about her turnovers, I'm not concerned about that."
Pierce is rightfully unfazed by Clark's turnovers. She has improved her play significantly with each passing week. Her performances have resulted in winning as well. Additionally, Clark has a usage rate of 24.7%. That's 11th in the league. No other rookie even comes close in terms of usage. So it's not surprising that she is also turning over the ball quite frequently. Early in his NBA career, LeBron James was often denigrated by fans and media members for being too passive late in games, when his team needed something close to a guaranteed bucket. James has always been a willing passer, and fans usually found fault with the NBA's all-time leading scorer when it was perceived that he had shifted to a pass-first mindset in order to get his teammates going. Clark is dealing with much of the same criticism 25 games into her WNBA career.
I'm sure there was an opportunity or two for me to probably attempt another shot there at the end, but I trust my teammates. Obviously, 13 assists, that means my teammates scored off of 13 of my passes. It's a really great number, so I'm going to give them the ball every time.
For James, much of the criticism about his mentality went away after he won his first 2 championships with the Miami Heat. He is now a 4-time NBA champion, and widely regarded as one of the very best basketball players in history. Only time will tell if Clark's path will be similar. But individually, she is improving and understanding her team's needs better with each passing game. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing basketball content. See you next time.